love and honest to you all. This is the Path of the Wise One. I'm Rahzier. We are back. The beautiful Santa Rosa Valley Trail. Just love coming to this place. Man, I can't tell you how much I need to be by running water right now and just ground in nature. Because the past basically week or so, it's been extremely tough on me. And it's not just like financially, but also emotionally, mentally, and also physically as well. So yeah, I really needed this self-care day today. Because man, I'm gonna talk more about everything when I get to where I'm going, which is another spot further down by the water. But yeah, right now, man, I'm already feeling so much better just being out here. So I'm gonna keep hiking and getting out there, and then we're gonna continue the walk from there. And we're just about to the water. Peaceful, calm, private spot. Looking beautiful right now. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna step my stuff up, take my blanket out. I finally got I brought my gimbal with me too. So now I can record on this. Record a meditation for you guys. It'll be posted on my other channel, Rahzier the Wise One. But yeah, it's part of the new thing I'm gonna be doing, guided meditations on my main. Well, I don't know if this is gonna be my main channel. If my other one is gonna be my main channel, but guided meditations and a whole lot more is gonna be coming. So stay tuned for all of that. Whoop. I almost dropped a blanket in the water. But subscribe to Rahzier the Wise One as well. That's where I'll be posting on my guided meditations. And I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of it here too, but we're gonna get going with it because Lord knows I need this. Okay, got the gimbal set up. All right, so I'm gonna get into this meditation. I got to ground because like I tried recording a clip just now, but it felt like I was being too performative. It felt like I wasn't really being me, like I was really speaking from my heart. And so I got to just ground for a little while, meditate for a while, and then I'm gonna get back on camera and see how I feel after that. So I'm gonna get to this meditation, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all more after that. You know, I'm really liking this gimbal. It's a very good tool. Allow me to get a tripod going, allow me to stand it in places that are unbalanced, but it balances itself, obviously. It's a gimbal, so I really like this. I'm really digging this. All right, so where I'm at right now is I feel very dense. I feel very heavy. And even after the meditation, even after, grounding, sitting in water a little bit, and just releasing, I still feel very heavy. And I know without a doubt that it's just because I'm still here in California. I've been doing, like the past few days, I've been doing absolutely everything that I can to establish more of an online income stream so I can just get out of here, get out of the United States, and just work from anywhere in the world. Of course, I could keep saying the first place is gonna be Bali, and after that Thailand, unless things change. But for right now, the plan is going to Bali. And it kind of feels like I'm stuck a little bit, but although I have put in a lot of work in the past few days to actually get myself in a better position to get out and go, I haven't seen much progress with it yet as far as like a return on investment pretty much. But what I've been doing is I've been getting clear on what it is that I really need to offer the world. I've been I set up a Patreon channel, Patreon page. I set up even a thing on Fiverr. I'm resetting my Instagram to be, if you guys follow me there, you'll see it, but just basically all guided meditations, just like mini meditations. And that's what I'm going to be doing on Instagram from now on until I either add stuff or I change something. But that's what I feel is best for me to offer right now. Just short, quick guided meditations to bring people back to their center and just help them live a better life, live a healthier life. So, man, these flies are getting annoying still, but that's also what I'm going to be doing partially on my other channel, Rahzier, the Wise One. That's going to be one of the things that I offer. So I offer spiritual teachings, self-mastery teachings, and just guidance in life in general. And on that channel is where I want to put my guided meditations as well, because I feel like that channel fits best for that offering. So with this channel, with the vlog, I'm still going to be doing, dang, can y'all just stop? Can y'all just stop landing on me, please? Stop landing on me, stop crawling on me. Y'all getting to be a little bit annoying. But what I'm going to be doing with this channel is basically the same thing, but I want to get out and do a lot more. I don't want it to be me talking. I want it to be me talking, showing, and experiencing different things. I want to take you guys on a ride as I experience life so that it feels like you're right here with me. That's what I want it to feel like for you guys watching. And so that's part of the reason why I want to travel so much, but that's not the main reason at all. The main reason why I want to travel is just because I feel like it's necessary for me on my growth, my soul's purpose, my journey, my soul's journey. So in doing that, I know that part of my purpose is teaching and guiding, and this is like the perfect way for me to do that. So it's like everything on paper comes together. Now it's about actuality, actually putting everything together, letting everything fall into place. So that's what I'm allowing to happen right now. And I just feel like I haven't been as on my purpose recently. I haven't been living on purpose recently. But that's changed though. That's changed. And that's why I was feeling so down, so bad, because I was out of alignment with my highest good, my highest self. And I was trying to pull my family along with me, but they're not meant to go with me. I'm not talking about physically traveling with me, even though that would be great. I have tried talking to them about moving to a different country and stuff, but of course they want to stay here in California. But dang, bro, yo, hold on, just what? Just crawling all over my foot. Oh. Like on my hand, on my arm. Like, can y'all just stop? Dang. But anyways, man, I'm gonna try not to let them bother me too much, even though they are. But I feel like this is just also like a manifestation of how I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling overwhelmed and annoyed by almost everything. And I'm putting my gratitude to practice. I'm putting everything on my spiritual tools and everything, my mindfulness tools to practice. But it's just like, man, like, there's only so much I can do in a place that I know I'm not supposed to be. So I'm making progress with getting out of here. And it just feels like I'm not moving fast enough. So I'm doing everything that I can, man. And I just know that once I step foot outside of the United States, my life changes forever. And it's just about getting there, just getting to that starting line. It's like I've been in warm-ups for the past like 2-3 years. That's what it feels like. And the game hasn't started yet. But once that buzzer rings, I just got to get myself to be ready for when the buzzer rings for me. When the game time starts, when it tips off, I got to be ready for that. So I'm doing absolutely everything that I can right now to be ready for that. So I'm going to be putting a whole lot more into social media, just content creation in general, because I know that what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up my life abroad. I'm setting it all up. Some people have it to where, they get paid from, a job they're working at to work remotely. I'm basically creating my own job to work remotely. So if you guys want to support, there'll be more information in the description. I'm going to be offering guided meditation, self-mastery coaching, just everything to align you with your highest self. That's what I'm going to be offering. I'm going to be creating workbooks, courses, my Patreon, like I said, I have a tier that's only going to be $10 a month. That's going to be guided meditations. And then another tier that's going to be just all like exclusive teachings that I won't share with YouTube. It'll be exclusive and also live Q&A. So like hangout sessions with me. You guys will be able to ask me questions and everything. So if you guys want that, the link will be in the description. I'm gonna put that all down there, down below. So check that out when you get the time. But I'm putting so much into my content creation right now because I know that that's what's going to allow me to actually stay abroad. Not just go for a little while and come back. No, I got to stay abroad. So I don't, I almost swallow one right there. I'm going to pause. I almost swallowed a bug right there. Man. But I was saying that, yeah, I got to live abroad. I got to move abroad. I can't just like, I'm not going and coming back. So what I'm doing right now is establishing my path for actually living abroad. Of course, I'm going to come back and visit family every now and then. Man, these bugs are so annoying, bro. They just won't stop landing on me. I just feel like, again, that's just a sign like, yo, you're going to keep being uncomfortable until you actually get out of here. So do everything you can to get out of here. Doesn't matter how tired you are. Doesn't matter how tired I am, how fatigued you are. Doesn't matter. Put every ounce of energy you have into actually leaving and not coming back. Unless it's to visit family, but that's about it. I'm leaving just like Mos Def. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know if I'll be back again. So yeah, man. If you don't know that song, by the way, that's Traveling Man by Mos Def. It's actually DJ Honda featuring Mos Def. But yeah, man, that's been my theme song for the last like year or so. Literally ever since I got back from Ireland. So when I got back from Ireland, I'm gonna stand up because these bugs, man, these flies is getting to me, man. But ever since I got back from Ireland, it's been one intuitive thing after another. So like that song came to me intuitively. There is a song by Static Selector, if you know who that is. There's a song by Static Selector. It's called, I believe it's called I'm Coming Back to You. I don't really listen to it that often. It only comes up in rotation every now and then. But usually I skip it if it comes up. But for whatever reason, after I got back from Ireland, it was like a day or two after, I felt called just to listen to it. So I listened to it, and the chorus, the hook is what really stood out to me. So the hook was from the song Traveling Man by Mos Def. It's I'm leaving, and just that. He used that as a hook. Static Selector used that in his song as a hook. And so I don't know why I was so drawn to that just specific hook. And it doesn't really repeat that much in the song, but it just stood out to me so heavily. And so there's a song that I think years ago, no, I don't even know, honestly. I might have just seen it. Yeah, I didn't actually listen to it. I just saw it. Like I saw the thumbnail on YouTube, but it was a remix of the song Traveling Man by Mos Def. And somebody made it to their own beat. Somebody used the lyrics over their own beat that they made, and it sounded so beautiful. I clicked on it, and like I said, I've seen it before. I just never actually clicked on it. And then once I typed in I'm leaving Mos Def into YouTube, that was the first one that came up. So I clicked on it, listened to it, man, I fell in love with it, man. And then I saw the other like official versions. There's an original version of Traveling Man by DJ Honda featuring Mos Def, and then there's a remastered version of them two as well, the same song. So clicked on that, again, fell in love. And I just knew that song was speaking to me. It was just letting me know what I needed to do. I need to leave, I need to go, I need to get out of here. And so I've been listening to that song some days on repeat, like just over and over and over again. That song's been my theme song so much for this past year. So yeah, man, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. And like I said, it feels like literally everything is uncomfortable for me until I leave. Like it's incredibly difficult to get comfortable in my bed. And I feel uncomfortable when I'm just driving. I feel uncomfortable when I'm cooking. I feel uncomfortable when I'm just trying to relax. I feel uncomfortable when I'm socializing with other people. I just feel uncomfortable everywhere that I go, no matter what I do. I feel more comfortable here, but man, still, like, these bugs, they're reminding me I gotta go. So, man, I just gotta go. So I'm doing absolutely everything that I can to go. And if you guys want to support me, I might still make a GoFundMe. Like I said, I just got to get over my pride with that. I got to get over my ego with that. So I actually might do that today before this video even goes live. But if this video is live and it's up, it'll be in the description as well. So if you guys want to support me, support the channel, support my journeys, because the more that I travel, the more that I'm going to grow, the more I'll be able to share and teach with you guys. So the more I'll be able to show you guys as well. Because, like, it's not just Bali I want to go to. I'm going to Bangkok, Thailand. I want to go to Phuket, Thailand. I want to go to Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia. I want to go back to Ireland. I want to go visit different places in Europe. And like I said, all this stuff before, I want to visit Costa Rica, South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa, man. Like, so if y'all want to see more travels, not just travel vlogs specifically, but travel vlogs that also teach and give back to you guys, because I'm not just showing you guys where I'm going, how much fun I'm having and everything. No, I'm actually learning while I'm traveling. I'm learning while I'm going through these different experiences that I'm stepping into. And then as I'm learning, I'm documenting it and sharing what I learned with you guys to inspire you, but also, of course, to teach you and help you become better versions of yourself and step into higher versions of yourself as well. Ultimately, step into your highest self. So if you guys want to support, you guys can purchase a session with me. You guys can support the GoFundMe, just donate. You guys can buy whatever books and courses I have available. I already wrote one book. It's out. I want to revise it, but I already wrote one book that's out. It's called Living Proof, a personal guide for spirituality and self-mastery. And yeah, man, I'm going to be having a whole lot more stuff coming out. So if you want to support, please do, because it's going to help me to help you. So I think I'm just going to pack up my stuff, because these bugs are getting so annoying, bro. They keep landing on my feet and my legs and stuff, and I feel them crawling around. And it's just like, man, man. So, and one of the reasons why it's so annoying too is because I deal with restless leg syndrome. And that's really like what it feels like when these bugs are crawling on me. It feels like what I deal with almost nightly with restless leg syndrome, except it's not on the outside. So, like, not on the outside of my legs, I feel like a tingling sensation. It's on the inside, like inside of my leg, deep inside of my leg, that sometimes goes all the way from my feet all the way up to my hips, where it's this, like, it feels like I'm being tickled from the inside, and I can't stop it unless I actually move my leg. And I looked up a reason for that, and I remember, like, it started when I was in college. Actually, it started when I was in college, and it was a biology class, I believe. Man, can y'all just stop? Dang, man, like, y'all really like annoying a brother, huh? Dang. But as I was saying, I did a report on restless leg syndrome in college. I believe it was a biology class or like a physiology class, something like that. And we had to pick like a disorder. Some was like ADHD, others was like, like whatever else disorders are out there. And I saw restless leg syndrome on there. I was like, oh shoot, I think that's what I go through. And so I looked into it, looked it up, and yeah, it's exactly what I've been dealing with since I started college, pretty much. And man, bro, I'm trying to tell a story here. Can y'all just leave me alone, please? Pretty please? Can y'all stop? Just leave me alone. Dang, man. But yeah, I did a report on it in college, and basically the report, what I looked up and what I researched and everything, was that there's no known cure for it. There's no known, like, like healing for it. But I know that's not true. And so just recently, like, this is like about a month ago or so, I looked up the spiritual reasons behind restless leg syndrome. And I forget what it said word for word, but basically what it said was there's a lot of undealt with emotions pertaining to feeling the need to like do something. Like it's like you're not doing something that you need to be doing, and it's manifesting in the way that your legs literally feel the need to move, this like insatiable urge to move. And if you try to stay still, it just ramps up and it heightens until you just can't take it anymore. You just have to get up and move and do something. So that resonates true with me, as me not fulfilling my purpose and feel like knowing that I have to do what I have to do, just not necessarily knowing what I have to do. It keeps manifesting its way into me or through me as restless leg syndrome. That's how it comes up within me, because the more that I slack off, like I'm saying, like the more uncomfortable I get, the worse I feel emotionally. And then it's tough for me to sleep because the restless leg syndrome feels like I'm being tickled from the inside out, but I can't actually do anything about it besides get up and move my legs. And if I stay laying down, so like let's say like I'm laying down right here, and I feel the urge to move, so I move my leg like that, and then it comes back again, I move my leg like that, then it comes back again, I move my leg like that again, or I try to change positions, whatever it is. It just like, it'll soothe it for like 5 seconds, and then it'll just come back again. And so I literally have to get up. I try stretching. I try like walking around my room, and it just, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I just noticed that it tends to happen more so when I'm feeling anxious. When like it still happens when like I'm feeling good and everything, but I just feel like it's a deep-rooted thing tied to my sole purpose of the more that I slack on it, the more that I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing, the more these things come up within me. And that's what I've been feeling ever since I was in college, because I didn't want to go to college at all. I hated school. I absolutely hated school. Once I got done with high school, man, I didn't even stick around to take graduation pictures, bro. Because I had a plane to catch that same night. I was going to Boston for a basketball tournament, right? So I graduated, and I still wasn't signed to a college or anything. I haven't decided to go anywhere yet. So I was still playing AAU right after I graduated high school. That last summer I had to get signed and everything, I was trying to get signed. I was trying to go to a college, not to actually go to college, but just to play basketball. That's because back then that was like the only route to playing NBA, playing professionally. That college was the only route. You like Brandon Jennings, if you know basketball, Brandon Jennings was the first person to forego college and go play overseas, spend a year over there, get better over there, and then get drafted after that. Because if you don't know, in the NBA, you have to have a year removed from high school, whether that's a year in college or like Brandon Jennings did, a year overseas, or just a year just training, not playing, even though that wouldn't really hurt, or that wouldn't really help you, that more hurt your draft stock. But there wasn't like a clear-cut path outside of going to college to play professionally afterwards. And so my only goal with going to college was just to play basketball. So I wanted to go to a good school, a good basketball school. I didn't care nothing about the academics, man. Like, I didn't at all. I only got good grades, sometimes decent grades, because I needed them to actually play. So other than that, I absolutely hated school. And I feel like because of that, let me finish the thought on like high school and like how I didn't stick around for my graduation pictures, right? So I had a plane to catch. Graduation ended at about like 2 p.m., something like that, 1:30, 2 p.m. Everybody else went from a football field to the quad to, you know, take pictures with their friends and stuff. I wasn't looking doing none of that, man. I got my diploma. Ceremony was over. I walked with my family. Took a little bit of picture with my family, but walked back straight to the car after that. And then I waited on my parents, because my parents were actually the ones talking and stuff. I was like, yo, I got to get to the airport, man. I don't care about none of this stuff. I just got to go. So got to the airport and hopped on the flight, got to Boston, played the tournament, balled out and everything, played well. But moving on, I went to college even though I didn't want to go. Went to a community college, And I'm not going to go into like all the details and everything, but that's when I really realized that college was not for me at all. Even though I had more freedom with the class schedules and everything, and I was able to pick my own schedule, so to speak, and everything, but I hated, like, I didn't enjoy college basketball to begin with either. So it's like everything that I was doing, I didn't want to do. I wanted to hoop and play basketball, but not in the college system, not in the college style. I hate the college rules. I'm not even going to go into detail on that, but college is like just straight up waxing me, man. I hate it. School in general, but college, I don't like it. But I forced myself through it. I pushed through it because in my mind, I was mainly doing it just to play basketball and so my family could see me succeed. So that's why I was doing it, but I was going against my own will. And that's when I noticed that the restless leg syndrome started like showing up. I didn't know what it was. And then like in that physiology class or whatever it was, that's when I like actually looked into it and saw that that's what I'm dealing with. And then years later, I made the connection, oh yeah, everything is spiritual first. Everything is more emotional first. So this is something to do with something that's going on within me. It's not just only a physiological thing, even though that could be the case with genetics and everything, but this didn't start until I was in college. This wasn't a thing that I dealt with growing up or anything. So what changed? What changed was I did something major, go to college, that I didn't want to do. So I went against my own will. I wasn't listening to my spirit, wasn't listening to my intuition. And whenever I don't listen to my intuition, whenever I go against my spirit, man, can you all get out of here? I'm sure y'all saw that on the camera, man. This bug just flying right in my eye. Like, come on, man. But, but man, like, anytime I go against myself, I pay the price immediately. I start feeling horrible. I start feeling bad. I start just, like, I used to negatively spiral. But this time, what I did was I cut off social media. So I've been fasting from social media for the past few days. Cut off social media, cut out all distractions. Just doom scrolling, like watching YouTube videos that aren't really in alignment with me. Like I'm dedicating every waking moment to doing anything that I need to do that is in alignment with my highest good. So all I've been doing recently is just reformatting everything, reformatting my business, getting clear on my purpose, what I have to offer, my core offers, my, auxiliary offers, and like everything. So that's what I've been doing the past few days. I didn't leave the house besides to go to the store like once or twice in the past few days. I just locked myself in my room and I just worked, got clear, and did what I had to do pretty much. And it got to the point to where like finances have been, I'll just say they've been low. So I've been rationing food a little bit too. So I've only been eating like one meal a day for the past like 4 or 5 days. And I can tell it's not good for me. But at the same time, this is a challenge that has come up repeatedly within my life. Like the same exact things have been coming up the past like 4 years. And I'm done with it. I decided that I'm done with it. The pattern of, I'm doing well and then business drops off and now I gotta hustle and, reserve food and everything and just, do what I can to survive. And then business picks back up and I'm doing well and everything, but it's just that same cycle of up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm not doing it no more. I know that I have a higher purpose in this. I'm not going to stay in the same cycle, doing the same things over and over, day after day, week after week, month after month. No, I'm not doing it no more. So before, what kept me in the cycle was when things would get bad, I'd meditate some, but I would also distract myself with Instagram, with random YouTube videos, with other things that didn't really fit my highest purpose. So I would basically stay in the same spot, ride it out, and then get back up to where I need to be, and then drop down again, ride it out, and then get back up again. So it's like, nah, I'm done with that. I'm not doing that no more. So what I'm stepping into is my highest good, my highest purpose. So that's traveling, that's having everything that I need, more than what I need financially and physically as in resources. Because right now I have good resources, I have good people in my life, but the finances have been lacking. So it's been limiting what I can actually do, how far I can actually drive, how far I can travel and everything. Because man, like if I had the money to buy the plane ticket to Bali right now, I would have been had it. I would have been had it. And that's the only reason why I haven't actually booked anything yet, because it's been a struggle getting the money to actually get the flight. So that's what I'm manifesting right now. That's what I'm putting all my energy towards right now. Not just getting the money for the flight, but setting up the income streams so that I can actually stay out there. So again, that's where I'm at right now. I'm breaking the cycle by eliminating all distractions. I don't care like what because like I know that I've been addicted to social media. I didn't want to admit it to myself, but I've been addicted to social media. When I'm, waiting for my food to cook, like when I'm cooking food and there's downtime, pull up my phone, scroll Instagram. When I'm waiting for the shower to heat up, pull up my phone, scroll Instagram, see if I have any notifications. When I get home from a long day, lay down, pull up my phone, scroll Instagram. It's like, bro, like all those moments, they're small. And sometimes they would add up to, like 20, 30 minutes at a time being on Instagram. But all those small moments where I get in the car, I'm waiting for the car to heat up, I'm scrolling Instagram. And it's like, those are moments that could be providing me with more clarity, with more direction. But I'm taking my mind out of the present and I'm focusing on what other people are doing about what I'm seeing. And then I'm comparing myself to those other people, wondering why I'm not there yet, wondering, man, how can they travel, but I can't yet? Why am I not being able to travel like they are yet? Why do I still have this same car? All that stuff is getting to me. So I had to eliminate all that. I had to get all that out of my mind and let it all go. Like what other people were doing don't matter. I got to focus on myself. I have to focus on myself because I'm getting to where I need to go. But the more that I distract myself, the more that I prevent myself from actually going where I need to go and do what I need to do. So I eliminated all distractions, and that's what I'm currently doing. And I'm in build mode right now, pretty much. So I'm getting my plan down as far as like social media content creation, and I'm just in build mode. Build, because I'm not doing the same stuff no more. I'm not being, poor anymore. I'm not being broke anymore. I have options. Now I got the finances to back it up. So that's the mindset that I'm in. Build, and watch the money flow in, just like how the river's flowing. Infinite flow as long as I continue to grow. Infinite flow as long as I grow. So let's keep it going. I'm gonna get my shoes on, get my stuff packed up, and then I might stop by the front of the trail where like by the bridge where the river is. I might stop by there for a little while. But the only reason why I'm not there right now is because there's a big group of people out there, and I didn't want to be around people. So I'm gonna see if they're still there or not. But if they're not, well, even if they are, I'm gonna stop by there for a little bit, and then I'm gonna just head home and then see what else I can continue building when I get back home. Because I got a Instagram videos to edit, guided meditations for it, and then from there we'll see. But build, flow so I can grow. Build, grow so I can flow. So let's keep it going. All right, got my stuff packed up. I'm about to head back to the trail and just say goodbye. It's a beautiful river, at least for now. It's a beautiful day today. Last time I checked in the car, it said it was about 81 degrees with a nice cool breeze. So it feels pretty good out here, especially in the shade. Like this area right here. If the flies weren't attacking me right now, I'd be chilling here for a little bit, but man, I just love this tree right here. I always wonder how long it's been here. My guess is about at least 150 years, probably 200 years. This tree is big. Looks like it's an oak tree. And this is near a place called Thousand Oaks, where I heard it's actually illegal to cut down the oak trees there, because it used to be home of the, not Chumash, well, yeah, Chumash people. Chumash, indigenous group that lived here before Spanish colonization. But yeah, these trees, I can tell they use them because they provide such great shade on hot days, and they're like little shelters pretty much. So I can only imagine how they used them back in the day when they're here and thriving on this land. So that's why every time I come out to the land, I come out, well, really on any land that I'm on, but especially here, I like to give thanks and gratitude for the people that were here before, but also for the land itself, for being here, for being supportive, for always being the foundation for life to thrive on. So that's always my mindset when I get out into nature. It's never what can I take, it's always how can I be grateful for it? How can I give it love? How can I co-create with it? So we're all part of nature as it is. So the more that we operate with that mindset, the more we flow in harmony with the natural order of life itself. So I encourage y'all to do the same if you haven't already. Just take a quick break here in the shade. Look at that. See, that's gonna be me in about a month or so. Taking that flight all the way out to Bali. So I can't wait for that, man. That's what I'm really adjusting my mind to. Am I rewiring my subconscious mind to be able to really travel and not have to like sacrifice so much in order to get out there? Because so far my only experience with traveling has been, well, not with traveling, but traveling outside the country has been going to Ireland. And what happened with that was I sold my last car. My uncle needed a car. I sold it to him for about $3,500, and that was pretty much like exactly the amount that I needed to get out to Ireland. And I was only able to stay for 2 weeks, and one of those weeks was the actual basketball camp that I went to, and so I stayed for like 3 or 4 days, and then the camp, and then I stayed for another 3 days after that, or 4 days after that, 3 nights. And I went, had a little bit of time to actually explore and do a little bit of things, but that was the first time in my adult life that I really felt free to fully heal. And I've been missing that feeling so much, especially being here. 'Cause here I feel like just so dense, like I'm in survival mode all the time, fight or flight all the time. So even though I'm calm and I meditate and everything, still my nervous system isn't really where I would like it to be, because every night I basically have to be like dead tired to actually fall asleep. And then I wake up feeling extremely fatigued, extremely tired, because I wake up, toss and turn all throughout the night, and I'm uncomfortable and everything. So it's like my nervous system is really just like, it's been shot. And I want to get it back to a healthy state of equilibrium and a healthy state of being. So Ireland was the first time in my adult life that I really experienced that capability within myself, other than when I first took, it was like a year off from college, and I was just focusing on meditation and my spiritual growth every single day. So I really want to get back to that, not to where I'm doing nothing, but to where I'm doing my purpose, I'm fulfilling my purpose, but I'm also healing, and I'm documenting my healing journey. I'm sharing it with you guys, sharing what I learned, sharing how I heal, and then adding those into my practices to help facilitate those things with others. So that's what I really want to do. And I just can't wait to be outside. I'm not saying I can't wait. I'm excited to be outside the United States again. I'm excited to be traveling and flying and healing how I know I can be healing. Not just healing in the same place that hurt me, but healing in a healthy environment. That's a totally different level right there. So I'm excited for that. But I'm gonna get back on with this trail. So Ain't no bikers or anything coming. Yeah, we good. But yeah, I'm gonna get back. And then I don't know what else I'm gonna have planned for today, but yeah, we're gonna see what I get into. We're gonna see. Yo, anybody know what this thing is? I have no idea what that is. All right, there's a family down there, so I don't really want to disturb them. They're having a nice little time, just chilling out together. So really want them to enjoy that experience. But I'm gonna get back to the car and then get back home. I'll catch y'all there. Avoiding the horse droppings. Walking down Portal, the Gateway, Bridge. 75. Beautiful, beautiful water. More horses over there. And a squirrel. You know, despite how I feel, I'm still grateful to have a home to come back to. Because at the very least, I have a place to sleep at night and a place to make food. So I'm grateful for that. And probably hearing my voice though, I'm not very happy to be back. But I'm still doing my best to make the best of it. Doing my best to make the best of it. So I'm gonna get on some work on the computer, and then I'm just gonna wait and pretty much just hold out because I'm hungry right now, but hold out until I'm able to make dinner. So yeah, just gonna be busy for the rest of today, I guess, and then just continue making progress, and I'll update you guys as it goes along, but just continue making progress with the work that I'm putting in behind the scenes that you guys will be seeing very soon. Oh yeah, we're still on that 100-day push-up challenge, so I'm gonna knock out a few more right here. I already did 50 for the day, so I'm gonna knock out another 30 and then 20 right now. All right, it's 30 done, got 20 more. I'm at 80, got 20 more for 100. All right, just sitting down. Got myself a bowl of cereal. Ooh, almost spilled it. This thing, it's gonna be my first thing that I consume today, and I'm so grateful for it. Man, fasting will give you a new appreciation for the little things, like having a bowl of cereal. So I'm gonna eat this. It's gonna give me some life until dinner tonight, and then we'll finish the vlog out after that. But yeah, right now I just got home. Well, not just got home, but when I got home, man, I was feeling so drained and so just low on energy that I think I only have like one more bowl that I can make after this, and then we'll see if I get enough clients tomorrow to to go grocery shopping. But you know, I'm staying positive, I'm staying grateful throughout all of this, man, because this challenge, it's been tough. Financial challenges and leading into other challenges, not letting it affect me to where I spiral negatively. It's been a humbling experience because it's something that I've needed to go through. Like I said earlier, it's a pattern that I've been living in, and now I'm just facing it. So I'm facing it not with, you know, out of desperation, but I'm facing it with a sense of hope, a sense of inspiration, so that I know, not just consciously, but also subconsciously, that it's all working out no matter what. No matter what challenges I face, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what is going on in my life, I'm gonna make it through it. I'm gonna be better no matter what. So that's the mindset I have. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So that's the mindset, and we're gonna keep it going until I actually get to where I know I'm going to be. Okay, let's have this first bite. so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Man, that little bowl of cereal just gave me life, but I need to lay down and just kind of recharge. But first, I wanted to, like, something that was coming up because I'm taking a break from social media right now, besides technically YouTube, but Instagram, I mean, that's really the only social media that I use. Instagram, Facebook. I had Reddit for like research purposes, like different, like whatever I need to look up, like being plant-based in Thailand and stuff like that. I was using that, but at the same time, that still felt like it was too much social media for me. It felt like it was overwhelming still. So that overwhelming feeling is still there, which is why I cut out social media. Well, one of the reasons why I cut out social media. But I'm noticing that urge to be social is still here. And I'm figuring out what to do about it, because I was supposed to hang out with one of my friends last night. Well, not supposed to. It was kind of like a just spur of the moment thing, but it just didn't really align. But I did get my hopes up for that. And then today I'm feeling kind of like the same thing of like, man, like I really want to hang out with someone. I really want to just, have fun and be social and do stuff with people. Man, like another thing that I'm not allowing myself to be negatively affected by is my brother in Long Beach, he's a personal trainer, and he had a community workout type thing where he invites basically anybody who wants to show up to go and work out, just have a fun community event. And it's only $25 to go. But the thing is, my car takes a whole lot of gas. And basically, if I would have went, I wouldn't have had enough money to actually pay him to, be a part of the event, to join the event. And I didn't want to do that. It's one of those things where it's like, I want to do it, but at the same time, I know I can make it stretch, but I don't want to make it stretch. So it's just one of those things where, man, it's tough because I had the opportunity to be around good, loving people, good, healthy people, and doing something that I love doing. But at the same time, again, too, one part of it was the finances. Another part is just my body. Like, I'm doing the 100 push-ups a day, but that's like, that's like what I can do right now. Like that's my max without, running the risk of like hurting myself because of how little I'm eating lately. So it was one of those things where, man, like I wanted to go, but financially and physically, it didn't feel right. So socially, it would have been great. Emotionally, mentally, it would have been great. But physically, financially, it would not have been good. So again, just got to stay in alignment. It's the path of the straight and narrow. And I'm taking the straight and narrow path to my destiny. So I'm going to lay down for a little bit. And I just wanted to express that because these desires come up all the time. But what matters is how we respond to them. So that's what I'm really taking note of within myself right now. Because obviously, like, I've done a lot of inner work before. I've done work regarding being alone and feeling lonely and everything like that. But this experience is a little bit different. So this is something a little bit new for me, as in I can't really put into words exactly what it is that's different yet. But the more that I sit with it, the more I'll be able to see. So I'm gonna lay down and meditate for a little bit, and then we'll keep it going from there. All right, so I low-key did fall asleep for a little bit. I even missed the sunset, but I was also meditating some too before I fell asleep. And yeah, what I'm noticing from the social media fast is that I'm not happy with my life from a social perspective as far as like who I'm around physically. Like, going on social media would give me like the illusion that I'm able to connect with so many more people, but at the same time, when I was using it, it felt hollow not because of who I was, who I'm connected with on there or anything, but because I know that most of them are far away from me. And whoever it is that I'm seeing online, like whether it's people that I know who live like an hour and a half away, people who I know that maybe in other countries, that maybe, across the United States or whatever, it's seeing them on social media. It's only a temporary feeling of like, just that like little dopamine hit pretty much of like, I'm able to see them, see what they're doing, see what they're up to, but that's it. I can connect and I can like reach out, and pretty sure you'll hear that motorcycle, right? But yeah, it's just another thing that I'm not gonna miss about this place. But it's one of those things that I'm noticing that desire is still there. And social media, mainly Instagram, was a way for me to temporarily satisfy that craving to be more social and to actually connect with more people. And not giving myself access to Instagram, it's forcing me to just kind of I guess, be okay with it, even though it's not really what my soul wants, because what my soul wants is more connection. So I'm kind of at like a crossroads right now of, do I actually continue with the social media fast, or do I just allow myself to start using social media again? Which I know, again, it's just a temporary means to like soothe what I'm feeling. So what I'm asking myself really is, what is the real answer here? What is the real solution to what I feel? Because I feel it, and I know it hasn't been going away. Do I just keep sitting with it and keep meditating on it and keep feeling into it and see if an answer comes from that? Which I have done a lot in the past. That's why I've been able to live the kind of life that I did, of being more solitary, more kept to myself, more reserved, because I got very, very comfortable being alone and very, very comfortable in my own solitude. So being lonely wasn't really a thing. Like, I remember feeling lonely when I was in like middle school, but that's when I first started working on myself of, well, if I'm lonely, why do I have to be lonely? What do I need friends around to actually be happy? I started asking myself those questions when I was in middle school. When I was like, actually no, it was when I was in 5th or 6th grade. Yeah, so when I was really young, I started asking myself these questions, and I started, I got really good at being alone, because I didn't look at it as being lonely. I looked at it as, I'm alone, and that's fine, because I'm just in my solitude. I can do whatever I want with myself. I don't have to worry about anybody else's input. I can just be me, and I'm happy like that. But as I've gotten older, especially the past few years, I noticed a yearning for deep connection, really deeper connection with people, like not just online, because like I said, I have people that I know pretty much, not all over the United States. Like I know a whole bunch of people, but people that I know, they're generally spread out. Some, like there's very few who I'm in contact with who are actually here in my immediate location, like the local area. There's maybe like 1 or 2 friends that I hang out with, maybe 3, but it's very rare. Besides one, Nikita, who y'all met, I hang out with her sometimes because she only lives like 6 or 7 minutes away. And she's the one who I have most consistent contact with, who's local. Everyone else is like kind of like once in a blue moon type scenario. And then my close friends, kind of ironically speaking, my close friends, like my best friend Sarah, she's 6 hours away from me. And then my good brother Benjamin, he is about an hour, 15, hour and a half away, depending on traffic. And others, it's the same thing. Community that I've met and connected with are all mostly in Long Beach and just LA area and Long Beach in general. So it's one of those things where it's like, if I really want to connect with more people, I can try to make new friends in my local area, even though I've, again, tried that in the past. And there's just not that many people who are on the same wavelength here and who are really open-minded to know where I'm at in my growth, my journey. And yeah, like I crave that deeper physical connection, not in a real, like, physically intimate way, but in a mentally and, like, emotionally intimate way where I really feel like we're actually connecting as friends. Like we're actually two humans coming together, talking, interacting with each other, doing stuff together, having fun together. Stuff that, unfortunately, on a day-to-day basis, I don't really experience much of that. Majority of my days, they're spent alone. And I'm starting to get tired of it. I'm wanting more for my life. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And it brings me back to, do I get back on social media and basically do the same thing I've been doing, but just maybe like just alter my habits of, instead of using it like every time that I have some downtime, only using it for like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour max a day, and just see how that feels, see how that goes for a while. Or do I continue to stay off it and continue working with this feeling, knowing that, honestly, as I'm speaking about this, it doesn't really feel right to just like continue working with the feeling, because I know what I need. It's just a matter of, okay, like, how do I actually get it though? Big part of that is traveling. I know that. So it feels like I'm in a sticky situation of like, if I don't do anything right now and I just continue as I do, I'm just gonna keep feeling how I feel. And knowing that if I put, like, what I need to do is, and what I am doing is putting everything into getting out of here, going to Bali, being able to travel and everything, that takes sacrifice. And sacrificing time with friends that I would have to go way out of my way with, or way out of my way for, or they would have to go way out of their way to come meet me. Either way, it's like, I don't feel like my needs are going to be met here. So might as well sacrifice everything that I have. Not sacrifice, that doesn't really feel like the right word, but just put everything that I have into moving abroad, and just being okay with not really having what I want here, but knowing that I'm going to get it when I'm elsewhere, when I'm in Bali, when I'm in Thailand, when I'm in Ireland. So yeah, I'm still meditating on it, but it feels like that's the direction that I'm going in. So I'm gonna get some dinner going right now. Gonna make some tacos. That's literally the only, well, I have stuff for a stir fry, but I don't have any chickpeas right now, so I'd be missing out on some protein. And right now, tacos is like the most, I guess, complete meal that I have, even though I don't have everything that I want for that either. Don't have microgreens, and I don't have any vegan cheese, which I can do with or without, but that'd be nice to have since I haven't had in a while. And the hot sauce that I had, man, if y'all ever had the hot sauce, I forget what it's even called, but I get it from Whole Foods, and it's a jalapeno hot sauce. It has some other things in it, of course, but man, that hot sauce is so good. And I was so devastated one night because I was walking. So with this house, the refrigerator that's in the kitchen area, it doesn't really get that cold. So I don't store much stuff in there. So I have to go all the way downstairs to the other refrigerator that works properly. And so I'm carrying stuff from that refrigerator to the kitchen, and then from the kitchen back down to that refrigerator. I was carrying the hot sauce back down to that refrigerator. I done dropped it, and that thing shattered. Man, I was devastated that night. Not because I dropped it and, I'm mad at myself for dropping it or anything like that. I'm not. What was devastating was, again, just goes back to the financial situation. I didn't like the hot sauce is only about it's between $4 and $5. So it's not really that much. But at the same time, I don't have much of a budget right now to go shopping with. So I had to go do without it for like a week now since that happened. And I've been low key daydreaming about having that hot sauce ever since, because it just takes those tacos and burritos and stir fries and everything that I make to the next level. And it reminded me of it showed that I could have negatively spiraled very easily just from that one experience. But at the same time, I knew it was a challenge to overcome that pattern that I've been in. So yeah, still daydreaming about that hot sauce. I want to get some more, but if I get paid enough tomorrow, then that's going to be on the list. But again, we'll see. Because I got a training session tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. And so far, one client signed up. Don't know if anybody else is going to, so we'll see. But at least that's a little bit of money in my pocket right there to utilize for groceries. So we'll see what happens. But again, I'm in the trenches right now, right? I'm at rock bottom, and you can see that I'm not afraid or anything. I'm not like trembling in fear or nothing like that. I've been here before. It's definitely uncomfortable, but I'm not afraid because I know I'm going to pull through this. So for anybody else that's in a similar position, don't worry. Don't be in fear, because the more you're in fear, the more you're just giving strength to your circumstances. The more that you stay calm, level-headed, and just continue to do the best that you can, make the best decisions that you can, make the decisions that align with your highest good, that's how you get out of it. And you're witnessing me doing this in real time right now. And yeah, thank you again for being part of this journey. So like I said earlier, my goal is to bring you guys right here along with me. I don't want you guys experiencing what I'm going through right now, but you guys can really see how tough it is, where I have to literally ration food in order to make sure that I'm able to eat at least enough during a day. So I'm about to go make some food, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it, because like y'all saw with the cereal earlier, this is gonna be the third night in a row that I've had tacos, but I'm still gonna be so grateful for it, because I'm just grateful to be able to eat, man. I really am. So let's get on with it. Okay, just gonna sit down and meditate for a little while. But yeah, just ended out today's vlog. It's like what I was saying earlier is like, no matter what I do, I just have this very uncomfortable and like anxious feeling. And no matter like how much I meditate, no matter how much I do breath work, no matter how much I allow myself to release whatever is holding me back, I still feel this anxious feeling, this urge to just do more. And I'm figuring out what I can actually do to get me out of this situation and into a situation that I actually want to be in. So I'm looking at different meditation schools and like just different places that give you, I guess, like a credential a credential certification in guided meditation and breath work, because that is the field that I'm fully stepping into. And I want to go to an actual school where I get, like face-to-face hands-on learning. And I already feel that I'm in a space where I can definitely offer what I've been practicing for the past 12, 13 years. I can definitely offer it, but, indifferent to like actually teach breath work and teach, take people through guided meditations in certain spaces like retreats and everything like that. I imagine that I would have to have that certification that says I've gone through this, therefore I'm qualified, kind of like the academic system, or like, basically just anything in life. But no matter what, I want a teacher to help me grow in different areas, not just as an entrepreneur, but as just me walking my path, because my path involves entrepreneurship, it involves healing, like healing myself and guiding other people to healing within themselves as well. So I would really like a teacher, and I just feel like that teacher is in another country. I don't know if it's Bali, I don't know if it's Thailand, even though I'd love to learn from Master Montauk Chia, who, if you don't know, he teaches the Taoist secrets of love. So, and I am very big into Taoism, whether you say it Tao or Tao, I think both are correct, but he teaches that, and I have his book, one of his books, actually, it's this one. This is Dr. Joe Dispenza right here. Shout out to Homegirl Majestic for that, but this right here, The Tao Secrets of Love, Cultivating Male Sexual Energy by Master Montauk Chia and Michael Wynn. So yeah, this book right here has a lot of great techniques in there for circulating the life force energy, for allowing the sexual energy, which is one of the strongest energies, if not the strongest energy that we have, to be cultivated within ourselves, to really maximize our potential in life. And I want to learn, not just from the book, but of course, I'd love to learn from him specifically. Go to attend one of his workshops, attend one of his, his classes and everything, or some of his classes. 'Cause he teaches he's based in Thailand, because that's where he's from. And I know in the past he's came to the US. I'm not sure about LA, but I know he's been to New York teaching classes there. And he's done kind of like a little world tour where he went to taught in Thailand, London, New York, and I think one other place. But he's older now. And, I imagine that he doesn't want to, really travel that much anymore. So I would love to go to him and actually learn directly from him. So that's something that's on my list to learn and to really, really cultivate that skill within myself directly from a master like him. So that's one of the reasons why I want to go to Thailand. And I want to find different masters, different teachers like that around the world, around different countries. And so what I was saying earlier about supporting me, supporting the channel, you wouldn't just be supporting me traveling, like I was saying, you'd be actually supporting me learning and becoming a master of my own, so that, again, I can teach everyone else here and do so much more with my life that I know I should be doing. Because right now it feels like I'm stuck, but I know that I'm in go mode. So I know I have to get going somewhere. I just don't know where. Well, I know physically where, but I don't know how to get there yet. So it's man, it's a little bit frustrating being in this position, but I know I'm pulling through. I know I'm going to pull through no matter what. As long as I stay dedicated to myself, continue to listen to my intuition, I know I'm going to get there. I know it. And last thing I'll say before turn the lights out and go to sleep is, like I was talking about earlier with the social media stuff. And yeah, I genuinely don't have a desire to be on social media. It's just that connection that I crave. And what I've conditioned myself by having an addiction to social media is I condition myself to pick up my phone whenever I feel that craving. So basically, I'm rewiring that within myself, within my conscious and my subconscious mind, rewiring that programming so that I can bring in more healthy, more, actual good and healthy, beneficial connections. So every time I feel the craving, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to establish it further in the meditation I'm about to do. But what I'm going to program myself to do is to lean into God more, lean into trusting source more. So instead of picking up my phone as if that was an idol for me, as if that was, a way to actually connect, I'm going to go within, meditate, drop into my heart, and call in those those divine, those healthy, those beneficial connections for myself, to step in any way, whether it is through the phone or if it's through just meeting someone in person. Either way, I'm calling in those connections, and I'm not going to rely on social media anymore to be like act as a facade to a path to those connections. Like there's some great connections that I made through social media, but I feel like I've outgrown that now. And I feel like also social media is very different nowadays, where it's just like just an endless echo chamber of whatever your algorithm is. It just tries to give you more and more and more and more. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. Because I grew up with social media that used to be not algorithm based. It used to be just, you follow who you followed, whoever followed you. And whenever you post the stuff, say it's on Instagram or Twitter, it's in the timeline. It used to be a timeline, not a feed. Now it's a feed, but it used to be a timeline where you can go back as far as you want and see all the posts that you missed and everything. And if someone posts a new post, bang, it was right there. Someone else posts another post, bang, it was right there. And you wouldn't have to go search for it and, look up their page just to see if you missed anything, because the algorithm's not showing you whoever. But it was way different back then. And that was more like a natural extension of physical connections, which is why I established that programming within myself of whenever I want to connect with someone, I can pull up my phone and actually connect with someone. That's more of how it used to be. But now it's just all algorithmic based, and it just feels all artificial and just fake. So yeah, that's another reason why I just really want to redo this programming within myself. So I'm distancing myself from social media, and in doing that, I'm placing more of my trust in source. I'm placing more of my faith in source. So it's a practice that I'm moving forward. And I'm giving myself permission to go on social media again. But again, it's got to be in healthy ways. I have to be intentional with it. So that is my one, sorry, I just had a burp from dinner, but that is my one condition for myself of, if I go on social media, it has to be intentional. Not just going up there and just scrolling, watching people's stories and stuff. It has to be intentional. So I'm still defining what that is, what those parameters are for myself, but that's where I'm at with it right now. I have to be intentional if I am going to use social media. If not, I'm meditating and I'm trusting and I'm having faith in source of those divine connections that are arising from me and with other people. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off on that. And yeah, this has been the path of a wise one. I'm Rahzier, and yeah, stay tuned because I got a whole lot more coming soon. So much love to y'all. Much love.